Who is God? And understanding the source of everything. What if the biggest question we can ask is also the simplest? Who is God? Not just in a religious sense, not just tradition or belief, but at the deepest level of reality itself. Because when we ask who God is, we're really asking something even bigger. Where did everything come from? Why does anything exist at all? Let's begin with how the Bible describes God. From the very first line of Scripture, we're told, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." That statement alone is profound. It doesn't try to explain where God came from. It simply starts with Him as the starting point of everything else. Then, later in Exodus, God describes Himself in a way unlike anything else in existence. He says, "I am, not I was, not I will be, but I am." Meaning, He simply is. He doesn't depend on anything. He doesn't come from anything. He exists by His very nature. And in the New Testament, we're told, God is spirit. Not physical, not bound by space or matter like we are. So, from a classical Christian understanding, God is eternal, no beginning and no end, uncreated, the cause of all reality, and yet personal, able to know, to love, and to relate. But even that doesn't fully capture it, because God is not just a being. God is both who and what. Before time existed, God was. Before space existed, God was. Before anything could be measured, formed, or imagined, God was. And Scripture tells us something even more specific. God is love. God is light. God is spirit. Not just things He expresses, but what and who He is, which means everything that exists ultimately comes from Him, through Him, and is sustained by Him. But that raises one of the most common and honest questions people ask. Where did God come from? It's a fair question, because in our everyday experience, everything has a beginning. People are born, stars form, even the universe itself, according to modern science, had a beginning. So naturally, we think, what caused God? But here's where the idea of God is different from everything else. If everything needed a cause, you'd end up in an endless chain. What caused the universe? What caused that cause? And what caused that? It would go on forever, with no real explanation. So, science, philosophy, and theology point to a necessary conclusion. There must be a first cause, something that was never created, something that exists by its own nature, something that depends on nothing else. And that is what and who we call God. God doesn't come from anywhere, because God is the source from which everything else comes. Now, this can be difficult to fully grasp, because nothing in our daily experience works like that. Everything we know has a beginning. So, the idea of something eternal, something without a cause, feels almost impossible to picture. But that's because God is not just another thing within reality. God is the foundation of reality itself. And this leads us to a deeper idea. God didn't just create the universe and step away. He is actively sustaining it. Right now, at every moment, there is no particle, no energy, no force, no moment in time that exists independently of Him.